overcome your fear of writing emails. Why consistently growing your email list is key to your online business success. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths, and I'm going to talk about all things emails today, because if you want a successful online business, email is your secret tool that is going to skyrocket your success. Why do I know this? Because people are 10 times more likely to buy from email than they do from social media. So while social media is fantastic, YouTube is awesome. I love LinkedIn. I could talk about many other platforms and strategies, whether it's SEO or whatever. But your secret tool in your toolkit is email. So if you can move people from listening to a podcast or reading a blog post or that social media post or that reel and tell them to click on the link to sign up to your email list, and you get them on your email list, it means you can nurture them. It means that you can send them consistent emails, not just 1 day or 2 days and then go away and that's it for 6 months. Consistently send little flurries of emails into their inbox and you build a relationship with them. They get to know you, and you want it to be a multifaceted relationship. If you were meeting someone for the first time, you might talk about what's on TV, you might talk about that latest show on Netflix, or you might talk about sport or something. And then you may move to talking about the kids or your relationships or where you lived and grew up, and you build up a relationship with that person. And then you might end up talking about your work, and then you might say, oh, well, actually I do this and I can help you with this. But it's all built on those mutual elements of trust. And what you're wanting to do with the emails is build that connection and that trust. Now, that whole know, like, and trust framework is such a cliche, but trust is at the heart of all relationships. So if you can nurture that so they feel like they know you, they get to know you as the informative authority in your niche, but also you, the person, things that you struggle with, things that you love, things that you're proud of. And if they get all of that combined, then they feel like they're getting to really know you. And so mixing that dynamic can really help you. And so I use email as a great way to build that connection. So I'll tell stories, I'll say things I'm struggling with, like going through a divorce was really hard for me, and I talked about that. And then I'll mix it up with, oh, here's 3 ways to grow your email list. And I'll also sell to people. And it's the selling bit. I don't necessarily shout all over my social media to say, buy this thing. I do it quietly on my email list. And it means that it's not overwhelming for me. And so if you are someone who gets overwhelmed by the online world, this is a much easier way to sell, and that's why it's important. So let's have a look at some ideas to help you grow your email list. So the first one, which is a big one, is batching your content. Now, I'm not necessarily saying write 10 emails in a day. Sometimes I can do that, but literally by the end of the day, I'm wiped. So it might not be that you manage 10 emails in a day. What I can do, which I find really, really helpful, and it's what I'm doing right now, is I will come up with a flurry of ideas for YouTube videos. So I will come up with different ideas, I'll brainstorm different topics, I'll use the wonders of ChatGPT to give me some more ideas. And so I have a list of content that I want to talk about, and I'll have bullet points to help me with that content, and then I'll make a video. So I try and make at least 10 videos in 1 day. So I do that, I'll do my hair, I do my makeup. I don't look like this every day. Very often on the school run, I look a sweaty, messy mess. So anyway, so I do that, and then that's the basis of everything. So my YouTube video, I will write a description in my YouTube video, which also becomes my email. It also becomes a blog post, which is another piece of content for me, which then can be pins on Pinterest. And then that same video can also be used through the wonders of AI, be turned into reels and shorts. So it's taking that one piece of content. And why that helps me is if I have my scheduled videos to say, right, this week I'm talking about this on Tuesday, this on Thursday, and I have it mapped out, it means I know what I'm talking about. So I have those emails that I then write. I listen to the video, I think, oh, I half talked some sense there, and I can write an email on the back of listening to that video. And so that gives me an idea. So it means that I'm thinking, okay, I know what I'm talking about, rather than being like, what shall I talk about, and expecting some like miraculous idea to fall from heaven, when obviously that doesn't always happen. And so it means that I stay consistent, and it means that I've got that right. You have a video coming out, so let's create an email to go with that video and complement that video and send people to my YouTube video. So hopefully I get more views, I get more subscribers. Would love you to subscribe. And that's how it all builds. So that's kind of the cornerstone of my marketing strategy, and it really helps me. And I would say it helps me to sort of stay on track, stay consistent and accountable. And I will plan out. So for example, in July, just before my son broke up for summer break, I knew that I had 8 weeks where I had to get as much content done as possible. And so I literally was like, right, I need to plan content right through to mid-October. So I had enough videos to last me from July right through till the end of October. And it meant that I was in a really strong position. So I wasn't in that kind of, oh gosh, I've got to create some videos, what am I going to do? Because I had that bank of videos, and it meant that I could stay on track and stay consistent. When it comes to actually being visible and writing your emails, I get that in the beginning, it is really scary. I am totally going to acknowledge you and say, I understand you. I've been there. It's petrifying, okay? But it is like a confidence muscle. See my big, beefy muscles that are non-existent? The more you exercise your muscles, the bigger they get. And so it's the same with writing emails. The more you do it, the easier it gets. So you just have to stay on track and do it consistently. I remember when I could do the emails that were kind of, I almost used them as diary entries, and I'd write these emails and that was fine. But I could not write a sales email. Like, I had no clue. I just was this block. I can't do a sales email. How do I possibly sell from an email? And I remember getting my business coach to write out a sales email for me because I couldn't do it. And then once I realized, like, oh, all you need to do is tell a story where you solve a problem. And then you just say, oh, and if you want more help with this, whatever you're selling, can help you in 3 ways by boom, 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 list those 3 transformations, click here to check it out, or click here to get it now, or click here to sign up. And there you go. That's it. And suddenly it was like, oh, okay, I can do this. And that was stage 1. Obviously, you finesse and you get better at it and you get more confident and everything shifts. But in the beginning, just think of it like that. It's just a little chat with someone and you're telling them why it can help them. And it is so much easier to do that than I still to this day, having a discovery call with someone and then you have to say like, oh, right, so here's the cost, and justify why you're amazing, when obviously you are. And, all of that still makes me go, ooh. And so, it is much easier because you can write it out. You can schedule it in advance. You can be like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to send these emails in 3 weeks' time. Because then when you're, having a good day and you're like, yes, I can do this, you do it, you get it done, and then it's scheduled and you don't need to think about it again. So that can really, really help you. And it may be that you feel, oh, I'm not a writer, I can't possibly write. And this is where the wonders of AI and all of that magic can really help you, because you can write out, you can have an idea, or you can even start with asking ChatGPT to write out a basic idea. So it can write out a basic idea, ChatGPT or many other email automation software that can help you. So you get that first idea down, and then ChatGPT will spit out something really quickly and you say, oh, I don't really like that. And then you can, reframe it, rewrite it in a way that suits you. And so you've got that starting point so you can overcome that hurdle of, I don't want to do this. And it means that you can consistently show up and create content, create those videos, and also create those emails along the way too. So if this video helped you, I would love you to check out my link below, which is all about a checklist to help you with creating your emails, to help you stay on track. So check out that. And if you like this video, I would love you to subscribe. Please click on the link below to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, bye, bye.